Actually, it's a battle axe. And I said we're going to kill them as the collective. The problem is, I don't think Ramal has any ranged weapons, so if Ramal actually does want to fight tonight, he's going to have to actually get stuck in.
I would say a ranged weapon would be at disadvantage, especially with like a javelin. Because remember at school when you used to throw the javelin at like PE or whatever, you would need to put your other hand out to steady yourself and point yourself.
So if I had a hand crossbow, maybe, but then reloading it's going to be a whole thing.
Yeah.
Excuse me, mate, 2 seconds while we reload.
It's like, be a good sport and let me reload this, will you, sir?
Shouting at the guy, ho, 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 hold on. I need to reload somehow. Just you wait a second.
Can I use my bonus action to help Ramala reload?
No, that would be a full action. That would be a full action.
That would be. That's literally a help action. That's full,
I know.
full action.
Full action. Shotgun.
But nah, he'd be fine. He's got one arm. He's got a battle axe. He's sound.
So
You'll be like, we'll fight you then, and then you're like, guys, go and fight them.
go on, guys.
Us / them.
I'll give you a form of bardic inspiration for that fight, you know.
Oh yeah, can I just do bardic inspiration just for like this one fight?
So, welcome everybody back to another session. Gareth says he's going to be a wee bit late, so we better just start without him. And then Stuart's not here again because he's still not feeling very well. He's very bad cold or something he's saying, and plus he's not been sleeping right.
He said he's got what you had.
Yeah, and I fully understand how fucking bad that is. So,
maybe we shouldn't be kissing.
Listen, when the urge gets to you, you just have to do it. Especially when he twiddles his beard like that. And then he does that weird thing with his tongue, you know, like that. Anyway.
Are we still talking about Stuart here?
Yes.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
It's like when you blow raspberries, you know. That's the feeling. Anyway. Fuck's sake, just made myself choke there. So, where we last left off, you guys had met a gentleman from the back of a dragon. He jumped off and started speaking to you. His name is Dane Starfell. Basically told you all that he was one of the Dragon Riders or Dragon Knights. Can't remember which one I used. I'm sure it's Dragon Knights, but either or. Of the land of Isilminiquetal, Starlight Peaks. He is friends with Captain Azrael and the late great Sir Twilliker Gungson. And he basically got the rundown of everything that happened and was very upset that his friend is no longer with us in the land of the living. Abigail had a weird interaction with Dane's dragon, who wanted to melt Abigail's face off, but didn't.
Understandable.
That's rude, Sean. Your newest acquisition, Tokura, managed to have a conversation with the dragon and got a little bit of an inkling towards what it was meaning, and from there you guys had a few different experiences. Ramala wished to go down into the captain's quarters with Dane and Captain Azrael just to retrieve a family heirloom of the deceased Shafrats. And from there you guys ended up passing through the cave and the magical aura which led into the land of Starlight Peaks and made your way to Tinu Orthrond, which is the capital city. And from there, you chose to go to the residence of Twelxes to see his husband and his children and deliver the news that you got the husband, you got Twilks killed.
Hello?
Hello?
Hello.
Hello?
Are we all saying hello to each other?
Apparently.
Can you hear us? Obviously not. Why? Discord seems to be playing funny buggers for everybody lately.
Hi.
Hello, can you hear us now?
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah, you decided to go to the Gungson residence and inform Jeff and the kids of Twilx's no longer being alive. It was a bit of a heartbreaking moment for everybody, and basically talked the oldest son, what was his name, Rondak?
Yeah, something like that.
Rondoc. I was close. I do remember it, but it gets a little bit skewed sometimes. Yeah, you talked Rondoc out of looking for any sort of vengeance or doing anything stupid. As Ramallah put it, you guys have fought a lot of things in your time. Nothing was as bad as the one that you did fight, and you don't think an 18-year-old kid could really do anything against that evil. After the conversations with Jeff and the family, you all then decided to take a trip to the palace to see the King Turkano, and inform him of everything that's happened. As you appeared into the palace, you've seen the king on his throne. He greeted you all and noticed that he had a current visitor as well. Another visitor even. A familiar looking dwarven king to Ramallah. And that's where we ended last week's session.
Much to Sean's chagrin.
Yeah. I'm never going to get that out of my head of him. No, fucking no. We're not stopping there.
Fuck it up.
So fucking wide.
Yeah.
So wide.
After the chat, he kept going on saying, "Nah, that's not fair."
I wasn't sulking or huffy about it though.
Oh, definitely.
I found it funny mostly.
And I was just like, I just want to go to bed.
So, Ramallah.
Yes.
Roll
Give
for
me-
initiative.
Yeah.
Just you.
Give me an investigation or perception roll, please.
Okay, dokie. Which one is better? Investigation. Oh yeah, perception is better by 1. 19.
So, as you all enter the hall and walk up the aisle, you hear Dane Starfell address the king. King Turkano, I'm sorry to interrupt, but these are the warriors who came in on the Arame with Captain Azrael. They wish to come and pay their respects. As you all look up, you see the Elven King decked out in regalia, but not too much. He's not too fancy. It looks more mixed with a mage's robes and royal finery, with a bit of plate here and there, but nothing too much. He stands up and, Welcome, my friends. It is good to see you. Please approach. So I will move everybody up a little bit.
Well, I was going to say, before we approach Ramal, I was going to say, do we have your assurances that it's safe for us to approach? And I look over at Grimbald.
Yes, of course. It is safe. We're all friends here. Please, come ahead. And you see the Dwarven King, King Tucano, throws his hands around. Please, allow me to introduce you, the Vol King, Azagal Drakeflame. And as he turns around, nods to everybody. Aye, how's it all going? Ramala, you recognise this gentleman to be one of the three kings of the Dwarven kingdoms in Endeavour. This is the king of Azulon and the land. Oh fuck, what's it called again? I know it.
You know that you built it.
I know.
What was his name again? Sorry.
Sorry, the king of the land of Ungor Avor Alder, which is basically.
fuck off.
That's not his name. That's not his name. Hold on. His name
Azulon.
is Azagal Drakeflame, the king
So
of
this is-
Azulon.
So this is not the king that's after me.
Nope. He is one
That
of
would
the.
have been handy information a week ago.
he is one of the Preen Thrumas, the three kings of the Dwarven kingdoms. I will send this in. The spelling for everyone.
My brain's not doing note taking tonight.
What about your hands?
They're not doing it too.
Fair.
And you recognise this to be one of the three. As you walk in, as the light catches him a bit better, you see the resemblance to King Grimbald, the king of the Alvar Mountains and the Dimwall Hold. But this, as you get closer now, the flashes of light and bad memories that you get from seeing a member of Dwarven royalty flash past you, and you no longer see like the visage of Grimbald. You see standing before you a mighty warrior clad in what looks to be dragon wrought steel and a beautiful looking helm and a great warhammer.
Is that this guy, is it?
That's him.
Dad, was he there the night that Neva met Grimbald?
No.
Grimbald.
You met Grimbald in the Alvar Mountains, which is... Hold on. I shall do my trusty moving things over. Woo! So, you met him there. This one is king here.
Alright, okay.
So, completely different person.
Okay.
He wasn't even there.
He wasn't even there.
Okay. Well, Ramal is definitely more relaxed than I had intended on playing him. Ramal will, at this point, then he will bow deeply and say, a pleasure, Your Majesties, especially to yourself. And then I'll say in Dwarvish, I'll just say a pleasure to meet Dwarven royalty, my king.
Aye, 'tis good to see one of our kind as well here. And he nods back to you.
Can I make an insight check on him?
Yeah, on you go.
Mal is not trusting this shit.
Sean is the most paranoid player right now.
Yeah.
Well, Ramallah is the most paranoid character, but also, yes, I am the most paranoid player. I only got 10.
He is just looking at you the same way as you would expect royalty to look at you.
Okay.
Doesn't seem to be treating
Yeah.
you any different. His hackles aren't up.
Okay.
Neva does an awkward sort of curtsy bow thing that's totally wrong, but she tries.
I just pat her on the shoulder.
So, you're the ones that came in with Azagal, yes? Not Azagal, Azrabel. Oh, God. I'm in your head now, haven't I? Yes, Azagal, you are. He just sort of looks at you all like, see what I have to deal with?
I kind of look around to see if anyone else wants to take the lead in this conversation.
I look everywhere but at Ramallah.
Oh.
Dane, help.
Yes, that's us, sire. Like, you see him just shaking his head at everyone, like, I always have to do the fucking talking. Yes, that's us, sire. I don't know if you heard, we lost one of your countrymen. I believe he was a friend of yours on the way, as well as two of our own friends. We got attacked.
I have heard. Azrabel came and spoke to me after he departed his ship.
My deepest condolences for your loss. He was a great man. He was a patron to us and a mentor in many ways, and his loss is very significant to us, as I know it is to you.
You just see Azagal turn to Turkano. Who did you lose, Turk? Who's he on about? He's on about Sir Twilika Gungson. No Twilks. Ah, that's a shame, that. Sorry to hear about your loss, everyone. May the stone protect him.
Ramallah also says, "May the stone protect him." I'm assuming that's a common dwarven phrase, is it?
It basically comes from, like, most dwarves live in mountains and things like that. Back in the old days, the stone protecting them basically means, like, when they're buried in the rock, let that be their rest.
Yeah. Okay.
So it's a standard dwarven courtesy, at least.
Yeah. Ramallah knew that.
It's their version of "this is the way."
Basically, it's basically like rest in peace sort of thing for them.
Yeah. Rest and rip in pieces.
So yes, Azrabel was here. He informed me of everything that happened. Informed me of who you all are, and told me that you went to see Jeffrey and the children. I thank you all for that. That takes a very awkward and unpleasant conversation away from myself.
It might have been easier for them in a weird way coming from strangers. I think kind of, I don't know, takes the personal side out a little bit more.
Yes.
We're sorry if the protocol was wrong and we were meant to come here first.
No, you were serving the crown in my mind. So this is very helpful, thank you.
Well, if you've got any paying work or anything like that, we're happy to serve the crown again.
There could be things put ahead for this. Azrael says that you lost your arm.
Aye, I hold up my left stump. Aye, this one. I didn't think it was obvious.
Oh, that's a doozy, that one.
Aye, it was brutal, but you should see the other guy. I say it's like an awkward choke.
Neva looks at him like, the other guy's fine.
Shh.
Like, the other guy's still living.
I do not suppose there would be somebody in your lands that could help him out with that, like a mechanical, maybe? So he could still use an arm?
There is somebody who could help. If you all wish to see it, the great astral forge above us, somebody there may be able to help. You just hear
Well,
Mayron perk up from behind. Actually, I have a few ideas about that as well, King Tucano. He just looks Mayron up and down. Ah, welcome, brethren. It is good to see another Aerine. Yes, it's my honour to be in front of a High King. And you see Mayron sort of take a bow, hand behind his back, hand across his chest, and takes a bow.
Takuda's kind of just bent out, like bowing, like in his traditional way, and he doesn't let up yet. He's kind of just.
Mayron turns to Takura. Yes, you have to basically be on the ground, head on, nose on the carpet for him.
I want to insight check that.
Hold on, I need to find Mayron for deception. Oh, I could just use whispers. I forgot that he's in there.
That's a 22.
I really don't think that Mayron's got a +3 on deception, but
after all,
yeah,
19.
he literally rolled a 19. Like, he's a 0. Like, you could tell, because you've been traveling with them for a couple of days now, and especially with Mayron being like your translator now, you could tell he's taking the mick, but in a jokey way. Like, he's not doing it to be mean or disrespectful. He's just doing it just to try and lighten the mood a little bit, especially you're surrounded by dwarven and elven guards.
See, we have a trickster in our party. And I give him a smile.
Don't worry, it's all giggity.
You just hear Stormcrow perk up a little bit and snort.
Well, actually, now you mention the forge, I believe there's an individual there that knows a lot about Stellarite. Is that correct?
Yes. Our head craftsman, I should say, is quite an expert in the use of Stellarite. As in,
well,
the making of it.
I believe I may have some business with him.
Tell it.
Eh?
Tell it.
With Master Telep. I have some unusual circumstances, and I believe Stellarite is somehow connected to it all.
Well,
Ah.
believed that maybe he could help.
Yeah, it was Twelks that, knowing my circumstances, suggested that we come here with him to see about this problem. I don't want to go into detail in front of all these other people. But this problem is much bigger than just a personal one. It's quite possibly a global one.
May I ask your name?
I'm Ramala, Ramala Lasonis. And then I look towards what's the king? Azulon? No, Azurel.
Azagal.
Lord Azagal. I look to Azagal. I say, castless of the Ulvar Mountains. Originally.
Ah. You're under that prick then.
Right, can I insight check to see if he actually thinks Grimbald is a prick?
You can
Before
insight
I
it.
open my big fucking mouth.
You can insight it.
12.
He thinks he's a prick.
Well, I'll be honest. When I saw a finely dressed dwarf when I came in here, I was worried it was him. He kind of wants me dead. Anyway, so
I should have your head for comparing me to that wet blanket. He is just an absolute arsehole.
My apologies, Sovereign. I should have recognized class when I saw it, and that's on me.
Aye, it's all right. Lords over everybody. Ooh, I'm the king of the Ulvar Mountains. Ooh, fuck off.
I
So,
lean into Mayron at this point and go, is this normal transactions between Dwarven kind?
this is it being very timid.
Timid?
Yes. Usually
well-
it involves axes, mostly.
Oh.
Ramal will say, well, anyway, if you want some time, Your Majesty, I would be happy to tell you the tale of how Grimbald wants me dead.
It's fine. Could you approach the throne, please? Guards, everybody, just walk away, please. Aye, everyone, get going. And you just see all the guards sort of take up their things and just start walking away.
Okay, right. Walking up to the throne. I'll stop here and kind of look as if to say, is this okay?
This is okay. Everybody else, come on, come ahead. You just see Dane Starfell sort of usher everybody to the front.
Neva is going. Oh, I had shenanigans planned.
You had shenanigans. What shenanigans did you have planned?
No, I was just going to think about. I was just going to have her walk over all the furniture on the way there.
Oh, surprise, surprise. Neva's got to make things difficult for everyone. He just sort of stares down at you and holds out this strange-looking crystal. Can I ask you to hold this, please, with your good arm, of course?
Do I?
No.
Does that crystal look familiar or reminiscent of anything?
No. This crystal looks... It looks more like a sapphire. It's got blue hues to it, but it seems to have a pulsating energy from the looks of it. It starts off clear, but then goes blue, and it's like it's throbbing a little bit.
Giggity.
No, that's not giggity.
Ramala is going to very timidly take it, as he has experience with crystals in the past, even though he knows this is a different one.
Would any of you like to do a Arcana check or an investigation?
Ooh, yeah, let's go on.
Yeah.
Can I give Ramala guidance?
I would give it to someone else. I already rolled. That was really bad.
Yeah, I know nothing.
She would give Ramala guidance for holding the crystal.
Okay then.
I'm just imagining Takura like some of those anime where you see them sort of
roll 4.
bow down, and then when they have to move, they sort of like crab walk around and still have their head on the ground when they get to it. Like that sort of mentality.
Not
Yeah.
great. 11.
11.
With guidance, I got 10.
16 for Mouse.
Oh, thank fuck.
Is Neva rolling?
No, she just gave Ramala guidance for holding the crystal. She's like not really interested. She's
Oh.
like, oh, I've been down this road before with him, basically.
Yeah, I
thanks,
want
Eric.
to have a look and see if it's like a recognizable crystal of any sort.
You're a good sort. You're a good sort.
So,
Mayron's roll.
yeah, Mayron doesn't like. He's still focused on Takuda, trying to make sure he doesn't fuck anything up. Mouse. Did I just hear somebody else speak there? No. Mouse. As you see the crystal in his hand, you've heard of this before. A small memory flashes up in your head of information being shown to people within your church and your temples and things like that. This very eerily reminiscent of what's called a memory shard. It works basically like minor illusion, but it links to somebody's memory. They could basically project memories and things that have happened to people around and show them events and things from their perspective before, without having to go into too much detail. Basically like a recap from Ramala's perspective of everything. So the King Tucano's still sort of proffering it to you.
I'm going to come up behind Ramala and go and say it's okay, it's a memory shard.
Oh, right. Oh, that's okay then. What's a memory shard?
It will project your thoughts, your memories to show everyone what.
To show that you're innocent.
Ah, right. Okay, that's fine then. Okay. So I take it. I mean, I don't know. Does it immediately like show people stuff or whatever?
As you touch it, the explanation of the explanation from Mouse, you start thinking back to it. What is it you want to show them? The two kings.
Well, I would say that just in a moment of kind of stress and panic, he immediately tries to calm himself down, so he remembers the last time he had sex.
Oh, I knew he was going there.
So as
and
you,
then he's like, yeah.
as you start to picture this, you feel the pulsation of the crystal, and the eyes and maws of the two statued dragons beside the throne light up and project in a fucking 100-inch screen in the palace.
Shit! Sorry, I'm nervous. Hey, I start like concentrating, and what I mean.
That's not a bad walloper, that. You should be proud, son.
Oh, I am. It's got me into some trouble though before.
Naval whispers, show him the stuff with the Grimbold first.
Oh, okay.
And then go on.
Okay. So I show them just a quick sort of montage of. Can I can speak while I'm doing this as well?
Yes.
Can I?
Yeah, you can show.
Okay,
you
so
can speak.
So I just show them like a quick montage of like how I got involved with Grimbold's brother first of all, how he was like hounding me for money and things like that because we weren't able to pay it back. I then show them Ramala going into the mines, his meeting with Olala, and then him coming out and Grimbold and his men going to kill him, and him lashing out with magical power and in self-defense, but very much killing them all very brutally.
I never liked that brother. He was a Torag and a half.
He's a wee cunt. Well, he was, but he enjoyed preying on the weak.
He tried doing stuff to one of my oldest daughters, and wouldn't take no for an answer.
Oh.
He was
Oh.
lucky. He was lucky. He got away.
Well,
That's the least I'll say.
well, he's not lucky anymore. He's very dead, and I'm glad. That's another reason I'm glad I did it.
He pats you on the shoulder, just, aye, can't hold that against you.
Well, Grimbold sent assassins after me, and they're still chasing us for doing that. But anyway, I digress. I kind of show them the prophecy that the first oracle told us. And I show them the moment that, well, see, I don't really know if I can show that, but I kind of explained to them afterwards, like the time when I touched the stellarite and it had a reaction and
Yeah, 'cause
things like that.
that was something in your mind at the time.
Yeah.
Like, that's what you sort of went into your mind when that happened. Like, they could hear and see that, and like,
Oh,
Ah.
okay, that's perfect.
And then do Twelks' death.
Oh, they don't want to see Twilks' death?
No, not that. Just to watch out for these guys.
Oh, I show them. I do show them like some of the scenes from Killian and that on the boat.
Oh yeah, good call.
These
So-
are the individuals that attacked us.
you see them tearing.
Oh, and then on you go.
And then you just see the scene of you flash up the scene where Killian's now tearing into Stormcrow's face, and you just see him sort of, people around him just see him sort of put his hand over his head and then like try and ruffle some of his hair in front of it, and then the laugh and the maniacal grin pops up
This-
on screen.
This isn't the most dangerous part, however, and then I'll show them what I can of Alala breaking free, and sort of how Ramal lost his arm.
And how she's do you explain that she's a sort of messenger for a god and all that kind of shit?
Oh well, oh yeah. Well, I suppose I didn't really show that. I'll probably explain what I know from the second oracle as well. But yeah,
So-
that's what I'll. Yeah.
A few minutes go past and you just sort of see Azagal standing there like, oh, what the fuck have I just witnessed? This would be the first time that Kura's sort of seen it as well. And like King Turkano, like he's sitting there, arm over his chest and other arm over his face. He's just, well, I wouldn't have expected all of that.
How do you think I feel? I was just a gutter-born piece of trash. It's been a lot. Sorry. It's been a lot, hasn't it, guys?
Your
You could
Majesty.
say that.
Your Majesty, we also got prophecies, and some of ours were leading us here as well. Yeah, things are really weird at the moment, and she quotes her prophecy, but she says my one's for Avalon. There's a lot going on, and I don't know if this place has got something to do with it, but it is mentioned in one of ours.
Whew. Well, you guys don't leave much to the beholder, do you?
No, we don't know. it's been a bit of a wild ride. I'm not gonna lie, and it's far from over. It's kind of crazy to think that someone as powerful as Grimbold and his Shadow Guild are kind of the least of our worries.
The Shadow Guild. Bunch of thugs.
They're dirty bastards.
Azaghal, I've asked you before, please do not spit on my floors. Aye, sorry, I can't help it.
I love that no matter who's DMing, what game, everything, all dwarves are Scottish.
Yeah.
It's because
love
that's just what we are. They're drunks that can make things.
Yeah, it's true, yeah.
Simplification.
The racism doesn't count there, so.
At that point, it's self-deprecating humour.
Yes, exactly. So this is a lot of information to pass on. Tell you what, if you take the crystal, the memory shard, and take it up into the forge, Dane shall show you the way. Go and take them to Telip. You might be able to do something to help with that arm of yours, and might be able to research that connection to Stellarite. We've always wondered what the magical properties of it, where it's come from. You might be a missing link to that.
I mean, any answers or clues would be extremely welcome, because it's been, I'm not going to lie, it's been wild. They heard the note, didn't they?
Yeah, I would say that when you're showing that stuff, they've heard it all through there.
I'll just say to them, having that note in your mind and all the other sound that comes with it is enough to drive someone insane. It's extremely dangerous.
Well, it wasn't good listening to from an outside perspective, let alone somebody having it in their head.
It's a lot.
Not to worry. We'll find a way of helping you all, and we'll see about getting some work for you while you're here. Go now, rest, go see who you need to see, and when I need you all again, I'll call for you.
Thank you.
I hope it doesn't bring trouble to your door.
I should not. But we have a. Oh yeah, on you go.
I was going to say, as everyone's leaving, Takuda's going to kind of sort of hang back and just kind of say, my mission here, while our paths have joined with this group, my mission coming to this land is slightly different, and I wish to ask of your knowledge.
Oh, yes. What is your mission?
Once kind of everybody's like out of earshot, I'll explain to him what has happened to me in my homeland and ask if there is anything he can do to sort of help me understand what has happened.
Okey-doke. Right.
This calls for whispers.
Yes, this calls for whispers. So, Dane will proffer everybody on where to go, just saying to them, come on, let's go see the Astral Forge. Don't know why he turned English there when he was Scottish, but fuck yous, that's what.
Oh, Gareth's just text.
What's he saying?
I'm here now. Somebody catch me on, please.
We can do that while he's in those two in whispers, can't we?
Yeah.
Catch me outside. How about that?
Time to whisper. Shh. Be a few minutes. So as the group walk away, what can I do for you? I'll leave yous to it. And King Azgal wanders off.
It would appear that I have been blessed or cursed, I'm not sure honestly yet, with the spirit of an ancient, very ancient dragon within me.
Okay.
I was a part of a cave-in my homeland. It's all a bit of a blur, but it would appear that I found his remains and his heart that was turned into a magical stone that is linked to me.
Oh. May I see the stone? Do you have it?
I gingerly reach in and pull out the stone.
No. May I? And he proffers out his hand again.
Yeah, I hand it to him.
You see, he sort of holds it up, staring at it from all angles of light. I've never seen something like this before. It seems to be in the shape of a dragon heart, but it is completely stone. And he sort of knocks on it and sort of puts it up to like his ear. There seems to be some sort of energy coming from it.
I believe it may be the spirit of Kuzan Ryu. Is the name he has.
I know the name. You see, he's sort of looking puzzled a little bit. The Fire Guardian.
Yes. He is. Well, I guess the best way to explain it is we are now part of each other. I have spoken with him on some matters, while the relationship between us is tenuous and uncertain. The people of my land believe that I am to be something of the reincarnation of said dragon, or something along those lines. They have never seen anything like this before.
I've never heard of anything like this before either. And I've been around since the time of dragons.
Then it would appear that I will not get the answers I need here.
Now, there may be people you could speak to. We have an abundance of dragons flying around the city. We have dragon knights. Dane is one of the leaders of the dragon knights, but one of the others is a dragon scholar. Now, unfortunately, he is not here at this moment in time. He is away on business. One of our allies here in the north, other than King Azagal and his dwarves, one of our allies is the Rosier Keep. And the monks there. They hold all their knowledge, but they seem to know quite a bit about magic and the likes. Ancient, unbelievable magic that we have not seen in ages since ages past. He would know, or at least have some inkling, I would say, as to your problem.
I'm uncertain, if I'm quite honest with you, Your Majesty. I am uncertain of whether this is a problem or not yet. Like I said, I'm unsure if it is a blessing or a curse. The spirit of the dragon within me, while I don't think he is inherently evil, I get the sense he is, how do we put it, stubborn in his ways.
As most ancient dragons are. His is something of a unique connection to this planet. If my memory serves me correct, Kazan Ryu is one of the 4 elemental dragons of your land, guarding your world tree, I believe.
That is correct.
Yes, he has one of the 4 elements, fire, and you just see him sort of produce a little flame from his hand. An unstable element. It could either be used to warm you or to burn you. Good and bad. And you just see him sort of pulsate a little bit more energy into it. Oof! And it becomes like a roaring inferno up his hand and into the sky. And then he sort of retracts it and keeps it into like a small bonfire sort of thing. It is a very temperamental element, and especially being in the heart of a dragon. Very proud creatures they are. This could be not a problem, but it's certainly something you need to keep an eye on. If you would permit me, I would like you to stay here. I will send you with Dane to the Dragon Caverns. There's maybe people there that can help you down the line. And by help you, I just mean maybe have some information while we wait on the scholars to come back. I will send some messages to them, hopefully see if they can dig up some information for you. But this is the first I've ever heard of an absorption of a dragon soul, especially in mortal form. That could be dangerous.
Thank you, Your Majesty. You are most gracious.
That is no problem.
And I'll give him another bow. I have one more request, if I may be so bold.
Yes, of course.
Please do not impart this knowledge to my new companions. I fear... Not yet, as I fear they may hold such things against me. And I am very new to the group. I wish not to burden them with more troubles.
It's not my story to tell. You came to me in confidence, you've asked me in confidence. Confidence shall be remained.
Thank you.
No problem. Your companions, it sort of turns over. If you go up there, follow those stairs up, you should be able to catch up with them. They should probably be in the forge by now, but should be able to catch up with him.
Thank you again.
And you see, he gets up off of his throne and gives you a bow in
Return.
return, in respect to your culture.
And then quickly chase after the group.
Okay. Back into session.
I love the way you say naughty. It was naughty.
It was naughty.
Who was
Very
naughty?
naughty.
Very naughty.
Oh, who's very naughty? Baby.
Don't make you naughty, baby.
So-
You ranting.
As you guys leave the, I was going to say auditorium. It's not an auditorium. As you leave the hall with the king's audience, you go up the stairs, and Dane turning around to you all. Now, don't be overwhelmed when you see this place. It's pretty. Yeah. It'll get your heads a little bit mushed up, but some of the creations that come from here, you wouldn't believe.
Come on, Dane, it can't be that bad. You've seen what we've been through recently. Setting myself up to fail here.
As you come up the spiral staircase, you find yourself open into this. You find yourself in this open tower. Hello, Gareth. By the way,
Hello, love.
I forgot to say
Oi.
that when I came in. You
No
see,
worries, babe. You're
You're
okay.
right, Dane.
you see
Which is
giant.
crazy.
You see giant like elemental crystals hanging from the walls, pulsating with energy. Those of you who are magical, can I get an Arcana check from you?
Would
Oh,
I
wait,
have
do I,
So,
Well-
all of us?
Yes.
do I count?
Yeah. I would. At this moment in time, I wouldn't say you would count, but you could sort of feel something pulsating. Takura, I would say you're still sort of in conversation with.
Okay.
Motherfucker, what a first roll. Natural 20 for a 26.
Nice.
Ah,
Boom.
wow.
So 26.
Probably smells like this shit.
I know.
Who smells
That's
like
just-
shit?
Goku smells like he's shit, but he's
Oh,
just farting.
Oh, right. I thought you were saying Sean smells like shit. I was like, hey, that's not very nice.
Even if
I
it is
mean,
true.
it's true though. Hey-oh.
Hey, come on.
Got a 12.
I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
No, it's this that I smell like. Thank you very much.
Neva got a
Oh.
12, 26.
Die, you've pissed yourself again.
Abigail?
That would be a natty 1.
Oh, so you don't reckon you're just overwhelmed by climbing up those stairs. Mouse?
I don't have great arcana, so I wouldn't consider her.
Magically thing.
Yeah.
Magical.
Yes. So you guys get up and you just feel this pulsating energy, this pure, magical, overwhelming sense hit you. Those who who passed. You just
Sorry,
feel.
just quickly there. Where are we again?
You're in the Astral Forge.
Astral Forge. Okay.
Yeah. As you're all sort of looking round, you see any of you that sees over the side, you see that you're quite high up in the air. You're looking above the city now, and around you can see sort of the tops of the mountains. But it didn't feel like you went up very, very far. Like up this spiral staircase, not mountain size. You sort of deduced that there must have been some sort of like magical, like minor teleportation that got you up there. As you look around, you see a lot of smiths working hard, banging on anvils, things like that. Seem to be enchanting things. But
How do
one
we know they're
anvil.
all called Smith?
How do you kick somebody? server def and server mute. There we go.
Kick from server.
Yes. But one anvil sort of sets out in your mind more than the others. It catches your eye even. And this is on a raised platform. You see it sort of swirling with magical energy, sort of hitting all parts of it. And one elf battering away on what looks to be like magical chain. Just boof, boof. What the fuck's Dane?
Can Neva just be like watching Mayron's reaction to this all
Oh
this?
yeah. I
Oh,
was just
yeah.
about to say that, yeah.
You guys see he's got a stiffy being here. Like he is fully hard being here. Like, now you see he's just sort of staring at it all like, oh, by the gods. Like,
He's like, this is fucking naughty.
this is naughty, baby. I can't wait to get battering on you. Yeah, you see one elf in particular battering on this anvil. Just sweat dripping off his brow and just sort of looks. Dane, what are you doing here? Sorry, Lord Telep. I was showing some of our new friends here the forge as per King Tucano's orders. Yeah, tell him not to touch anything. We're busy here. We're actually doing work. We're not allowed to fly around on little dragons. And he gets back to his work. You see Dane turn to you all and says, and that's our master craftsman.
Bunch of bitches, isn't he?
Yeah. Meow.
Hey, maybe we should be nice to him though, because we kind of would really like him to help us a lot.
I suppose. Lord Telep? Yeah, Starfell. What can I do for you? We're looking for some sort of help for these people. The king sent us up here and did he give them a memory shard? Yes. Okay. You just see him set his hammer down and let's see what's so special about you. He comes down and grabs it from you. Doesn't even say thank you or anything, just grabs it and then you just see him sort of, his eyes go up into his head and
As he grabs it, I'm like, I'm sorry if this is a waste of your time.
he doesn't hear you, he's just so focused in on your memories now.
I look over to Neva like, did you hear what I just said?
She gives him a wink.
Yeah, I don't think he can hear you.
Nah, he heard.
You just see a few seconds later his head sort of dips down, eyes looking back to normal. Well, you seem to have some sort of connection to Stellarite. He throws you back your shard. Give me a dexterity check, please.
Okay.
Is it at disadvantage because he's got one
Yeah,
arm?
I was gonna say.
It's
Yeah,
got to be a
it's his balance
disadvantage,
on.
isn't it?
Yeah, I would
Yeah,
say
I-
disadvantage. Yeah, do it disadvantage because everybody wants you to be at disadvantage.
Yeah, I do as well, to be fair.
Basically, we all want to make
Ah,
sure.
one of them was so good as well. But at disadvantage, it's an 8.
You sort of, you're still not used to, I would say depth perception, but it's more like you don't know where your body is with it. You sort of go to grab it and it just sort of like, it hits your chest and sort of slinks down a little bit. But I'd say you'd be able to sort of like throw your arm underneath it, like, and cradle it sort of like underneath, but you've not actually got like a full feeling of it. It's like
So
you're gonna.
Ramala, after saying we need to be polite to this guy because we want him to help, is now going to say, "Hey, you saw I just lost my arm, you arsehole. What was that?"
Just wanted to see if you can use that one as well.
Oh, I'm still getting used to it.
So,
Anyway,
a connection to Stellarite that has something to do with some sort of demon.
at the end of the world, aye.
Well, it looks like you prevented the end of the world to a certain degree.
Yeah,
I-
you're welcome.
I don't think it's a permanent thing. But aye, kinda.
Okay, we can keep you under observation a little bit. That's probably the best I can say in this situation. Make sure nothing happens. Has there been? He sort of turns to everybody else. Has there been any sort of regression from him? Has anybody seen anything weird? Turns back to you. Can you still use magic?
Can you narrow that down a little bit? Have we
Hey.
seen anything weird?
Has he
Sort of
tried
just
taking
sort of
over
that,
the?
that hand waving thing in the air and goes, yeah, we got a very broad definition of weird.
I think you mean since I lost the arm, you guys. And
Has he tried taking over the world, or changing into that thing again?
Not today.
Yeah.
It's been a week. I've been good, haven't I, Neva?
Yeah, you've been a good boy.
Thank you. Oh, that really killed me to say thank you to that.
Yeah.
No, I've not been able to use magic. I think the magic came from Alala. I don't even know where she is, or if she's still part of me, or if the magic is just gone now and I'm back to just being regular.
Well, you're in a magical place. Go and try and do some magic. Now.
Oh, okay.
Come on, I've not got all day. Come on. And he starts clicking his fingers. Come on. You should be able to feel it. Feel it.
I tried to cast. I'm getting frustrated at him, so I tried to cast Mage Hand just to backhand him.
Give me an Arcana check.
Oh, really bad at those.
You're a fucking sorcerer. You should be good at Arcana checks.
It's not. Arcana's intelligence.
Yeah, you should be
what's
really
that?
intelligent.
No, not guidance, because this is for you to see your abilities.
Well, I got 11.
You're focusing, you're just sort of, he's still going, come on, see it. Nothing happens.
Can I get advantage because I'm getting really pissed off at him?
Nope.
No, it's gone. I can't do magic anymore. I can't hear the note anymore.
I can just see him like scuffing his feet on the ground, like,
Yeah,
and I kind of huff.
kind of more. I would say more downtrodden, but yeah, a huff is fine.
Yeah. You see, he's like, well, I seen in your memory you were talking about trying to get a prosthetic of some sort. I could do something.
I mean, that would be great.
And he just sort of, you see him wandering over to some sort of like shelf, and he brings out this shitty like 3-fingered fucking bronze arm, but like it's a right arm. And he just sort of looks at you and just, I'll just need to change a few things over, but this should probably help in the meantime.
Okay.
As he says that, Mayron sort of wanders up. I'm sorry, Lord Telip. I actually have some ideas as well. Who are you? Mayron Artano? Yeah. You're a smith, obviously. Obviously, yes. What's your
He's a
idea?
genius. Okay.
And he just sort of touches his head, and just sort of, you see his eyes go into his head again. He's like, he goes, who taught you all that stuff? The gods. I like your idea. We could be friends.
Aww.
His idea is pretty good. We'll need a few days though. Where's the one that you just showed me? Mags, they're down in the carriage. Cool. I'll send somebody to go and get them. And we can work on it straight away. This should help you. Now, go. and he goes over to his forge. You see Melon get smiley, and he's like, "Yes, this could help." By that time,
What about-
you hear coming up the steps, a little bit winded, Tokura.
Oh, that was a lot of stairs.
Aye, we're just heading back down in a second.
That,
What
that is
about,
not diggity.
sorry, quick one. What about the Stellarite and Alala and all that stuff? Is there
This
any...
should this should hopefully help out a little bit.
Is there anything you can tell us about it though?
Yeah, you're going to enjoy it.
When?
In a few days.
He
Oh.
did say that.
Oh, I thought he was just talking about the arm would be a few days. Okay, that's fine then.
We might get a
Okay.
little bit more information if his theories are correct.
Okay. Great.
Right,
See you in a few days.
go, get going, everyone.
Thank you.
I need a
DM,
Yes.
when I look at the elemental crystals, do I feel a pull from any of them?
Not really. Give me an Arcana check, but it would be a disadvantage because you're not really magically inept.
Inclined.
Yeah, inclined. That's it. That's the word. I'm good at words.
You are.
That's a no. Never mind.
You can tell that they're crystals, and they all have sort of the different colorings of the elements.
Cool.
Which is about what Abby could tell, to be fair.
Sorry, just having to pull everybody in here. So, Dane wanders down to you. You just see him he starts wandering down the stairs. Yeah. Hold on. And he sort of puts his hand to his head and he's like, yeah, okay, cool. I've just had a message. You guys are to be given rooms here in the palace.
Oh.
Somewhere for you all to stay and be kept an eye on, essentially.
Well, thank
What?
you for your honesty.
Are we in trouble?
No, of course not. It's just when you show people a crystal of you nearly releasing a demonic entity, I think it makes people a little bit, just a tiny bit, scared.
That's fair.
So, he starts wandering down the stairs, and then he comes out into this open area. You see sort of doors and that leading off into rooms. This is your private quarters, it seems. And as you wander up, you see two guards sort of standing there, stock still. They're just there for your protection, I think.
You think?
I think, yeah, it's I'm not sure at the moment. It'll be
Once
fine.
again-
It'll be fine, guys. Don't worry.
Once again, thank you for your honesty, Dane.
That's no problem at all. Better to be honest than to make you all nervous.
Well, you're making me nervous by being honest. If I can be honest.
You can be honest, of course. You can be honest. You know, don't worry. They're not maybe not going to kill you, but okay.
All should be revealed.
You guys have had a really emotional day, a really long day, and tomorrow's probably not going to get any better for you. I think they're
What's
planning.
tomorrow?
I think they're planning on burying Twilks tomorrow, and I assume you guys all want to be there.
What about our ones.
We wanted to bury our friends.
They are getting buried with him.
Ah,
And from what I've just been told in my head, and he starts pointing his head, Jeff picked out a really good spot for Twilks, and I think it will probably be the best place to bury your friends as well.
Okay.
King Tocano's sending his best geomancers there to deal with the stone. It will be a really good one for you all.
Mm.
okay.
Is it going to be in the morning?
Probably late morning, early afternoon. Is there anything else you guys want?
What do we do if we want to eat?
There's a fully stocked kitchen in the back, just in the behind the stairs there. I hope one of you can cook.
Do we have a curfew? Or are we locked in now?
No, don't think of yourselves as being locked in. Just think of you as being under observation.
Not able to leave.
Mm.
Don't look at it as a bad way, guys.
That's-
This is you're here just as guests of the crown. We're just doing this for your own protection.
It's great. Thank you.
You're welcome. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have got a dragon to go and have a look at.
Good luck.
No,
Sorry about that.
yeah, don't worry. She's just a. So, as he leaves, you see the two guards sort of salute, give him stand at attention, and sort of at ease a little bit. You guys have got rooms now here within the palace.
Excellent. Ramal is just going to go find a bath. He's going to just get in it and just lie in the bath for like an hour or two staring at the ceiling.
Ramala, your dad's seen the shite.
Don't speak to me about him.
Well, he's still in the fucking carriage, so it's, you guys have abandoned everybody else in the carriage, so
They'll be fine. Rundish and all them will watch after.
I was about to
Dad.
say Rundus is there to look after him.
God damn! I've never seen so much shit.
I ain't never seen no fuckers like this. I ain't cleaning his ass up.
These dwarves are something else. No, Ramal is just lying in the bathtub, just staring at the ceiling, and probably will be for the rest of the night until bedtime.
Deep
Nice.
in with him.
And the good thing is, you guys are in a palace, so you don't need to have anybody on watch.
Yay.
Or do we?
Because we
Dun,
don't.
dun, dun.
Can we just do a check for a hidden door as well? You know, because I know what you like, you twat.
Listen, that was only one time, okay? And that was because I wanted to kill you all somehow, but you didn't die, so it's fine.
Yeah, there's no way he would try that a second time.
Or a
Yeah.
third.
I mean,
Can
No,
I
wait
make
a-
an investigation check?
You can make investigation checks if you want.
Fine, let's go for it. I'm not using that dice though. That would be 13. It's not
Okay.
great.
Yeah, as you're sort of looking around all the... Well, yeah, as you're looking around all of the bedrooms and such, you can't really find anything you think is a door. Everything seems to be sealed up pretty tight and, like, doesn't look like you're going to get anything through it. Giggity.
The
But no, it all seems to be fine. Is there anything else anybody wants to do before the next day?
no, but as we're walking round, Stormcrow walks past Mouse and just goes, Is it just me, or did that seem like a load of bullshit about being in here for our own protection?
Yes, I am not trusting it. It just. Fair enough if they are unsure, but it's not a nice way to treat your guests and to keep going on about it as well.
Yeah. And how do we know that everyone in the carriage is safe?
Yeah, I think. How many are left in the carriage, though?
We've got
Uh,
Nox.
Jay, Knox.
Emerus is there. Nope, wait, he's here.
That's true.
No, I'm over here.
Oh.
Hello.
Somehow I didn't see you there, big guy.
I'm very small. I hide.
Is it that thing where you stay so still you become invisible again?
Yes.
I can send Steve every now and again.
He's just like Drac there.
It depends on how far away we are.
So, as you guys are checking round the rooms, Neva, you find one room here. Just, it seems to be like the master suite that leads out onto a balcony that overlooks the city. And as you look down, you could see the carriage basically from where you are.
Okay.
So if you wanted to, you have Steve up and down there as much as possible.
Yeah. He'll just let himself in, peek in the rooms, give some chirps, and fucks off again for a bit.
Oh, he's a good lad.
Aye, that's Stevie.
Oh, Stevie's a good lad. That's him just starting to masturbate. That's no you, Stevie, is it? I fucking do. That's him just started masturbating. That's smashing.
We've always got to bring the tone down, don't you, Sean?
Oh, Tommy's okay.
And
So,
I love the way he's so proud of himself of it as well. He's just like, yeah, I do.
yeah.
Yeah. I'm glad I'm being recognised for it.
So, you guys can take a long rest, not that you need it. The next day comes, you get woken up by members of the household staff. They're sort of bustling around you all, getting you all up and cleaned up as best as possible. As you go sort of downstairs, you see your carriage awaits, and a driver is sitting there. Hello everyone, I'm meant to take you all to the procession, to the burial today.
Okay. What's your name?
Christopher. Chris for short.
Pleased to meet you, Christopher. And is this your usual job?
Yes. Well, not to take people to funerals, but just to work for the king.
And how long have you been working for the king, Christopher?
You're best probably getting on the carriage, and we could maybe speak on the way there.
Okay. I sit next to it. I'm
Yeah.
only joking.
Well, it's been it's been a busy day. If I'm not going to lie, you know, people don't take carriages that much nowadays, you know. It's all this flying malarkey.
Oh, that's the way of it. Technology, it kills trades, you know, kills trades.
Oh, I fucking hate you sometimes, Sean.
Oh, by the way, Ramallah changes his cloak of many fashions to be like a very like a black with a little bit of silver trim to look kind of, smart and posh, but also funeral appropriate.
Funeral attire. Well, that's lovely. That's lovely, is it? So, you guys, for the next hour and a bit in the carriage, get taken along to where it is you're needing to go. You feel it's starting to get a little bit bumpy as you look out. You're sort of going up the side of like a mountain, but it seems to be like a mountain trail. You're able to spot a few sort of carriages in front of you, and you could tell you're now part of like the funeral procession. As you all get to the top and the carriage stops, you jump out and you see quite a lot of people, a lot of soldiers, a lot of guards, and like looks like it's like traveling, like dignitaries sort of thing that are there. Not people that have probably made it there just for the funeral, but whoever's been in the city at that moment in time that knew everybody knew Twilks and know the family and whatnot. You see that the mountainside is like overlooking like the sea, like the opening expanse into where you come into for where you guys came in from the cave and the aura and whatnot. Pull you in and you see 3.
Oh, there's a map. There's definitely going to be a fight. We're going to have to kill undead Twilks.
Don't say that.
Again.
That'd be fucking brutal.
Oh, you've just spot.
I'm not going to lie, it's something I would do.
What? Undead Twilks, undead Shafra, undead Bai.
Oh God, no!
I would get a good chance to penetrate him a second time.
Don't give him ideas.
Right, guys, roll initiative. I'm only joking.
You got me.
You fucking understand me. No, why is that not going? There we go. Yeah, you see sort of these specialised tombs that have been made. A few dwarven craftsmen in that there as well. You see like a specially designed one that you could only assume Bai has been put in. And King Turkano sort of at the lead. The guests of honours have arrived. We can begin the send off, and he just gets into a speech about Twilks and his life and the works that he's done for the group, for the kingdom as a whole, going on about his life as a soldier, a messenger, a caravaneer, blah blah blah, all that stuff. King Tucano sort of turns around and goes, if there's anyone who wishes to say anything about the other deceased, now would be your time. And he looks...
will... Yeah,
on you go.
Ramala will step up and just say...
And Stormcrow puts his hand over his face and goes, oh, fuck.
Shut it, Scarface. He goes up. You see, he takes a swig from his bottle before he does this. So I'll start with Bai. We didn't know him very well. Bai and I got close though before the end. One thing I will say about Bai is that he was entrepreneurial. He had a sense for adventure. He left his home with nothing but brewing recipes and a pop-up bar, and he made his way across the continent on his own. It takes a brave and exceptional soul to do such a thing.
I just waited for you to say it and had a cracking eye.
I wasn't going to. Who's snoring? Ramal's going to throw a hand axe at them. No,
I think Tony's actually fell asleep. Have you?
I'm nodding off a little bit. Sorry, guys.
Oh shit. Okay, no hand axes for Tony. He was a good man and had a strong sense of adventure, and he was the last of his line. He'll be missed by us, and we'll keep him in our memories because he deserves to be remembered. Shafrat came to us under peculiar circumstances. We found out later that he'd actually grown up in dire circumstances, and despite that, overcame it and did what he could to do good in the world. He was a good man. I'm just happy I had the chance to tell him that before he passed.
So while he's doing that, I've just rolled a performance check. As he's talking, I'm just playing gently on my lute in the background, and the magic one, and that will be a 24 with my +1 on that.
Oh, good.
Ooh, nice.
Shafrat, you see, he's getting a bit emboldened by this. He was a risk taker. He climbed on the back of a dragon in one of the first fights we had with him, and rode it into the sky as he plunged his sword into it. He did a very similar thing with a kraken that we fought. But in spite of all that, he was also very kind. He helped my very elderly and unwell father. He looked after him, and in his own way looked after all of us. And he looks over at Mouse as he says that. He was a brother to me, and I'll think about him every day for the rest of my life. And you see he takes another drink from his bottle and then just kind of nods and heads back to the crowd.
You see everybody gives you like the golf clap, you know, just a small sort of thing. You just see Emrys sort of standing there chanting to himself. Is there anyone else who wishes to speak? Then
Nope.
we let the deceased rest in their forever homes now. And everybody just sort of, you just see people go up and throw like dirt and stuff on the caskets as they sort of start getting lowered into the pits. Emrys just stands in front of everyone. In between all three of them, you see a small chant come from him, and he wipes his hand across swipes his hand across the three of them. You just see like these small rays of light, magical energy sort of pierce down onto the caskets, and he cast ceremony, funeral rites, and has blessed them in death. And he just sort of wanders himself back to the back of the group.
Romala's wiping tears away, like seeing all this and hearing the song and watching them going into the ground.
You just hear snuffles coming from Jeff, and he gets out like a massive hanky and he's starting dabbing at himself.
Can I give Jeff a hug?
You can.
I will.
Like, he's a lot bigger than you, so your hug just like barely gets around his like giant belly and his giant arse. It just sort of gets thingy, but he'd sort of pat you on the shoulder and gives you a sort of half hug as well.
Maybe like curls into his side a little, not even to his side, into his knees a little bit.
Just hugs his leg.
That's huge for Neva as well.
As you just see his two boys off to the side, Rondok's just sort of holding on to his brother. Ifix is just openly weeping into his big brother's, his brother's like chest. Like he's managed to put on like a suit shirt rather than having like his whole body, like his big body out. And the family just sort of wordlessly get back into their own carriage and start going off. But before they do, like Jeff just makes sure he hugs everyone just to say thank you for being there.
Poor Jeff.
Poor Jeff losing your husband. So
There's something menacing about that, wasn't there?
Anyway,
Poor Jeff.
And now
Right.
you're back.
So, is there anything anybody would like to do before we
Ooh,
jump?
dragon.
No.
No.
Just Ramal is taking pretty regular swigs from his bottle.
yeah.
So, the next few
Drunk
days pass.
shopping trip.
If you want to shop, you can shop.
Hmm.
Tell me what it is that you're wanting, and you can send me it, and I can tell you how much to take off.
Okie doke.
Not yet.
Ooh, mysterious.
I know what it is that you're thinking of. I don't have anything built for that yet, so.
No. I was thinking something different.
Oh, were you thinking something different, were you?
Yeah, I'll message you.
Oh, cool. Cool. So, you guys get into your carriage and then taken back to the palace. And as you sort of get back to the palace gates, you see King Turkano standing there. Right. So, you all have free reign of Tinu offering now. Anything you need to do, just go ahead. But I usually have the palace locked up and secured by nightfall. So just if you could be back by that time, if not, you would take advantage of our lovely inns and just tell them that just tell our lovely inns that it's on the kingdom, and you should be good. Is everyone okay with that?
Do we
Yes,
have something to show that, just in case? Because you can't just walk into an inn and say, "Oh yeah, send the bill to the king."
He just sort of comes up to everybody's palms, asks you all to put your palms out, and just does like this small symbol in the air, and it just sort of feel a little magical burn, but nothing bad. It just sort of like a little bit of heat on the palms, and just show them that.
Thank you, my lord.
We got nice club stamps.
Yeah, you have. I'm actually allowed to be here. Look, I know the owner.
I'm on the list, bro.
Don't throw me, man.
So, what was that song?
I'm trying to
Is
think.
there many dragons out today?
You see a fair few flying around here and there. All beautiful colouring, like gematic and metallic dragons. You don't see very many chromatic dragons though flying around.
Racist.
Are any of them giving Abby weird looks?
Ooh.
Oh, thank you.
Give me a perception check or an investigation check.
Oh, your head is always in the game.
Neither or myself.
Either or. You can both do it individually, or you can do it as one of you has advantage.
I think our insights, our perceptions about the same. So, shall we do it equally?
Yeah.
Yeah. Perception 21.
Oh, I can't see very well, but I'm taking my glasses off. That's fine. 25.
My wife, everybody.
I can't see without my glasses, but I'm not going to put them on. But I can't see without them. Yeah, the two of you looking up, you see that the dragons are sort of taking wide berths around from where the carriage has been flying around. Like, even from a distance. They're not particular, like, they're not landing on walls or anything and watching you, but it looks like they're flying away, and you sort of see their dragon knights sort of like holding on for dear life, like they're not going the way they wanted to go.
Alright, okay.
Like when you were on the mountain as well, there was no dragons at the burial.
Oh yeah.
when Neva clocks this, she kind of speaks to into Mouse's brain and says, you know, the dragons are avoiding us and keeping an eye on Abby. Just in case you notice anything weird. I don't want to worry her.
Then
I'll just
Sorry, them.
I'll just do like a little nod.
Sorry,
Yeah, it's all good.
Tommy.
Well, good dog. Is there anything else anybody wants to do?
Nah. Ramala's kind of quiet overall. I'd always been doing most of the talking tonight, but in general, the rest of the time he's just quiet, thinking, staying in his own head, not really speaking much, taking swigs from his flask.
Neva will remind him to check in on his dad.
Oh yeah, he'll do that
Hmm.
after being reminded.
I was going to get to that as well. Step ahead of me, Donna. So we're in the carriage pretty much at the moment, yes?
Yes.
Okay, and the rooms basically form whatever we need, don't they? Pretty much.
It just forms into a bedroom that
Okay.
you guys would more than likely want.
Okay, that's fine. I was gonna see if Abby could like form a like training room or something, but it's fine if it doesn't work that way.
I would say it doesn't work that way, but the palace has quite a lot of training rooms, training
Cool.
facilities that you have access to now.
Okay, cool.
You would be able to do stuff training for.
Fab. I think that's what Abby's gonna go and do is just sort of vent some of the emotions from the past couple of days on some training dummies.
Okay, doc. Like as you all jump out of the carriage as well, you see Nox comes out and sorry,
Who the fuck's
everyone.
that? No.
I think I'm gonna go explore. Mr. Stormcrow, is that okay?
Now I just look at her and go, you know what? Actually, I wouldn't mind doing the same thing as well. I wouldn't mind finding out a bit more about this city.
Yes, I might tag along as well if you don't mind.
I just look at Mouse and Nox and smile. I go, well then, ladies, shall we go? And I just hold out both my arms, to do the link arms thing, as I'm standing in the middle of them.
We're off to see the wizard, the wonderful Wizard of Oz.
I can't believe he ever called me a whore.
And the three of you go off.
Different. I'm being nice.
Nice.
I'm not just trying to pump them. To use that quaint Scottish phrase.
Yeah, you.
Not trying to give
yeah.
them a pumping. I'm just trying to be nice.
Yeah, you've got to have a pumping every now and again, though.
They know what and pumped.
I can't believe you guys have never heard of that
I
colloquialism.
can't believe that.
No, it just sounds so childish. I love it.
But as
It's-
well, it was also used as like another word for fart.
Oh yeah, aye. That's like
Yeah.
usually more in England and stuff.
Did you
Yeah.
come-
Aye, so I used to hear it like when I was a kid watching children's TV programs and stuff. It's like, oh, he pumped, and I'm like, ha ha ha, dirty bastard.
They really deserve a pumping. Yeah, so you guys are away off. Is there anywhere specific that you wish to go? I'm gonna have to
Not
delete-
really. Just gonna pop around a few inns and things like that, and just try and get an idea for the city and try and find a bit of information from, basically the normal people, not what we've been in a castle and what we're being told.
Mm.
Find
Fair
out a bit of
dues.
like what people in the street think about things.
Fair dues.
I'm
like
gonna
that.
have keep an eye open for like a temple to saloon or like a library type building.
Yeah, so the areas that you're in, I'm going to jump back to it now. Tudor Thrund. So the area you're in, the inner sanctum, is more of there's a lot of temples here and a lot of libraries. So sort of every few streets that you go along, you find some sort of learning or religious annex there. It's all sort of split differently. It's not like, oh, a lot of different information in here. Oh, a lot of different. It's all just like, right, so this is a library to this, but this is also a church to this sort of facet of gods, and then this one's to that one, and like, but you are able to find ones that are dedicated to Saloon and the Feywild and whatnot. They're all around the churches are all around the walls to the palace, whereas like say the libraries and that, they're all dotted all over the place.
Well, I'll start with the temples then, since they're right next to as we're coming out of that gate.
Okay, and then
People
there's
will go along with Mouse because there's something kind of on the back of that she would like to do after Mouse has done her thing.
okay, doke. We're splitting the party.
Ooh.
Yeah, Ramala will, not really feeling like seeing the city and stuff, is going to just sit in the room with his dad. And I'm assuming his dad's still, like, not with it at all.
So,
How many times has he shit himself?
32.
So
Yeah, he's just going to sit and kind of just vent to his dad and just tell his dad everything that's going on with him and how he feels and shit.
Oh, Neva, add to the shopping list adult diapers.
Good idea. Bum bandages.
bum bandages, did you just say?
Yes.
Yeah.
So good.
That's your wife, Sean.
I know. I've never been more proud.
Is it weird though she's funnier than you? Sorry, I couldn't resist that one.
No, it's fine. I'm used to being told that. First time she met my uni pals, they all asked me if I would go home and if Donna could stay. And I was like,
Technically,
no, I understand. It's fine.
Technically, we've said the same as well. Like if you ever dropped out, it's just got to be you that drops out. Donna's always got to show up as well. So
Yeah, it's okay. I fully understand. I like her a lot more than me as well.
So, Abigail, as you come out the carriage, you start doing you wander around a little bit. You find a few training outposts. One of them, I'm going to guess, what would catch your eye more? There's one that's in sort of like a mystical forest type setting, and then there's a few that are in like that seem to be like street style training centers.
Is the mystical one slightly more secluded?
Yes, this one's sort of like, you see, like in the inner sanctum at least, there's more greenery here. It seems to be a bit more linked to, it seems to be more fayish sort of trees and growth. But the one there is down there by the...
Yeah, that's where they're going to go. We'll cycle back around to what Abby's going to try, but I'll let you get on with any other story beats first.
Yeah, no problem. Stormcrow and Nox, you guys, you start wandering around. You find a few taverns in the inner sanctum, but there's not very many there that are sort of chatty, if you get what I mean. It's mostly, these seem to be mostly like higher officials. Like the inner sanctum seems to be a little bit more hoity-toity.
Administrative, like sort of people, you know, the sort of like the sort of middle management sort of people who just who aren't going to say anything to rock the boat.
They seem to be more like your, what would you say, scholarly sorts. Like the inns here don't seem to be out there, like in any music that's playing. It seems to be melodic and not singing or anything like that with it. It just seems to be background music.
Sort of shit.
Yeah.
Like upper middle class type stuff.
Yeah. Give me 2
sort of
seconds,
like piano
guys.
bar sort of crap.
Yeah, basically. Give me 2 seconds, guys. Just gotta go and just hearing something in the back room. 2 seconds, going to close a window.
Okay.
He's gone to drain the dragon. Gone to drain the main vein.
He's going for a pumping.
I can't believe none of you had heard that.
This is brand new information.
Mm.
Yeah, you'd get pumped. That's I actually was on the bus home from Glasgow to Ayr at like 2 or 3 in the morning, and there was all these like wee Neds down the front, and there was these couple of girls that were steaming on the bus on the way home as well, and one of them was like really getting the chat with them, and then they had to get off on a stop before the girls did, and when it stopped, he went up to the window of the bus, smacked it with both hands, and was like, "You get popped!" And then walked away, and I was pissing myself laughing.
Well, I think I might go for a quick ciggy again then.
Mhm.
Yeah. Actually, I'll be right back now, guys. I'm upstairs. I'm going to just run my plate downstairs as well.
Okie dokie.
Oh,
Right,
don't
sorry,
run
guys.
upstairs.
Sorry, I'll be back in 2 minutes, right back?
Alright.
Cheers, buddy.
Hey, hen, you aren't pumped. She's turned the winds against us.
Turn the winds against us. Alright, Mouse and Neva, what is it you're looking for in the churches?
I will be going to see if anybody knows about my thing with the Sealy Court. If anybody can help me with that.
Ooh. Now there's a thing I never thought about.
But we don't have to talk it out if you don't. You just say that we can sort that out later if you want. It's not a problem. Because I'm not going to be able to stay up much longer anyway, so don't worry too much.
Okie doke. Message me what it is that you're wanting to find out,
Yeah.
and then that way I can have some stuff for you for next session.
Yeah, that's fine.
If
And
you're
I'll
okay
send
with
you
that.
a little bit of a shopping list as well. There's just a couple of things I'd like to get.
Okie dokie.
And the same in the library as well, looking for information about whatever killed Stalker, if anything seems familiar.
Okay. And I'll have stuff ready because I know what I've got in my head for Stalker and that.
Just thought there might be a bit more information in like a larger city. What I do if you want to leave, if we leave Mouse in there tonight, and I run off now, and then at least she's busy doing that.
Yeah, that's no problem.
Is that all right? Do you mind?
Yeah, no, if you're tired, you're tired.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm just absolutely shattered.
No, understandable.
No, it's fine, love.
Yeah.
Yeah, totally.
All right. Thank you, guys. I'm sorry.
No, nothing to apologise. You go rest
Do
up.
not apologise.
Oh, no, well, you've been working your normal shifts, plus you've been doing overtime as well. I'm hardly surprised you're knackered.
Right, exactly. I mean, working constantly.
All right. I will too. All then.
Yep, have a good rest.
Yeah, hope you feel better, love.
Try not
Cheers,
to dream about
bye.
us all too much.
Go give yourself a long rest, okay?
Yes. Yeah, Mouse is busy. Robin needs a long rest.
Yeah.
Good night, guys. Love you all.
Good night.
Night.
I know.
See ya.
You sounded tired as well, didn't you?
Yeah.
I'm absolutely knackered, bless her.
Exhausted.
I know the feeling.
I'm surprised you're staying up. You're
I'm
sounding.
drifting back and forth between consciousness and
So when you
That
were.
sort of inny outy bit of just, what am I doing here? Am I asleep? Am I awake? What the hell's going on?
it's the I nod off for like 5 minutes and then kind of come back into things. So it's like it's not a bad session to be like it because it's more for you guys and Twilks' funeral and that.
Yeah.
Yeah. The snoring came through at a bad time when somebody's giving a heartfelt speech
About Shaft
about his own character that's dead. That could have been timed a little bit better, but for comedic timings, it was fucking brilliant.
Yeah, exactly.
I know. At first, I thought it was.
It was funny as fuck.
So, right, so Mouse, Neva, as you and Mouse sort of go into the library and the churches, you see her sort of starting to look around things, and she just mentions to you, like, I'm just looking for something to do with my family, and sort of tells you it's something to do with the Feywild. She's looking for that sort of information. You don't need to stay with me if you don't want to.
No, I'm not going to.
Fuck you.
That's so in character with Neva as well.
Okay.
To be fair, it's a bit more in character with Willow, where she just goes, fuck this, I'm bored, and pisses off over the horizon.
That
Yes.
is true.
And Perry as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Although
Yeah.
Perry's a tiny bit more worried about consequences.
Mm.
Yeah, so Neva wants to go round the churches and get like a like a wee emblem of theirs, like she did on before she got the boat over here. She got it for the god of the war god. Can't remember off the top of my head.
Aries?
Aries.
I don't remember. So
It's on Canker, guys.
It
What's
is.
that?
if you knew how my brain functions, wouldn't be good right now. So she does that for like all the temples and stuff, and she collects like a wee emblem and a pamphlet off of them.
Oh, okay. So, is there anybody specific, or is it just like the god that you feel that they worship the most here?
Just any god.
No, she won't look for the gods of like love and stuff because she's just not into that. She'll go for like war and wisdom and like of accord and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And then she'll take all that stuff and she'll go shopping for one thing that I'll message you about, and then she'll do something later at night. But that's fine for me just now.
Okey-doke.
Okay.
Okay. Abigail, what was it you were wanting to do in the
Okay,
trainings?
Yeah, so Abby's going to try and find the most secluded place they can. And this is sort of related to the thing I messaged you the other day. So Abby's going to try and, as I say, with everything that's been going on, Abby's feeling quite frustrated. So they're going to try and cast Firebolt. But then, instead of Firebolt, it's going to be the other thing that we talked about. So if you want to put some flavour in for that.
Right. Now give me 2 seconds. I just need to look back
Yeah, of course.
because I know what I was doing.
And I've kind of caught you on the op, have I?
No, no, no. I know what I was doing. What I was going to be doing for you,
Okay.
and I have thinking about everybody else's stuff
You want told
has
off?
put it to the bottom of
right.
my brain,
Yeah, I'm with you. I'm with you.
and I'm trying to look back stuff now so that I know what it is that I was going to do.
Okay. I'll give you a minute.
If you know what I mean.
Yeah, no, it took me a second to catch up, but then I got there.
Yeah. So I'm trying to remember what you were changing it to.
I can quickly message you if you like.
Yeah, I've just found it there.
Ah, fab.
Right, so let us just... So it wasn't Firebolt you were going to do. It was...
Bolt of
Get
fire.
him, Paul.
Bolt of Cold.
Cool.
Infestation.
Yeah, no, I was just trying to alter things there just so that they weren't...
Sorry, throw everyone else. I mean, I could be bullshitting. It's Guiding Bolt. Yeah, you got us right.
Absolutely not. Absolutely not.
Sacred Flame.
Why would you have Sacred Flame? That is like the most useless spell in the whole of D&D.
I've killed somebody with Sacred Flame. Okay? I have killed somebody with Sacred Flame. I done good damage with it. We cannot say that that is a shit cantrip anymore. I've done stuff with it. Anyway.
On Baldur's Gate, Sean uses it all the time.
Yeah.
I use it a fair bit in Baldur's Gate. It seems more reliable there.
Yeah.
So, as you reach out and you're feeling the magical energy push, you try and cast Firebolt, but something else happens. You see something comes, like, you feel the pulsating energy and the burning in your arm from the corruption. And you feel something travel down your arm, and as you're trying to cast out for Firebolt, a cloud of parasites, purple in colour and hue, and weird energy erupts from your hand, and it instantly flies to the nearest magical tree, and you see it hit and start to sup out whatever's there. You see the tree just sort of start going dead looking, but the burning sensation from your arm is just throwing you off. Can I get a Constitution saving throw, please?
You can indeed. Straight.
And it will be, yeah, it'll just be a straight one.
Yep. Constitution saving throw. That is a 10.
A 10. Right. You feel the burning sensation from your arm, and something's up. This shouldn't be what it is you're feeling. You were told from Meron that the magic in this should help stave off that feeling of corruption. Can you roll me a d4, please?
I can indeed. Let me just get the d20 out of that dice drawer. And here we go. That's a 1.
That's fine. So, as you sort of deactivate the armlet and you have a look at the sensation, you see that the purple overlay that you feel the pulsating from start creeping down your arm ever so slowly, and then creeping up a little bit more to sort of towards your shoulder. It's not much, but you feel there's a connection between that and your magic. Now, I'm going to send you something.
Okay. Am I looking at Discord or Facebook?
Facebook.
Face card. This book.
Yeah.
Roll face.
D&D book.
D&D code. Yond.
Listen, go on to the book. And stay away from the water.
This is the way.
Tell me, brother, do you know the way?
This is the way to Wakanda forever.
Why are you mocking my accent? I come here from Wakanda to help you. Why do you mock my accent? I am merely come in peace. I know the way to true peace and to stability in your plan. But you mock me too much. Good day, son.
What's the website you use for magical item prices thing? Can't
What was that?
remember.
The thing that I use for it?
Yeah, you said to me before to look on there.
Thieves
Right,
Guild.
right.
I think I've sent it to Sean before. It's got a
that might be true, yeah.
yeah, it's got a DM screen. If you just send me what it is that you're looking for, and then I could
Okay.
I'll look it up and then I'll send you.
I know Ramallah has spent the day in with his dad, but would I be allowed to have a look and then send you a wee? Would I be allowed to get stuff? Or
Yeah,
would it-
I'll say that you sort of had a wee fly and visit with your dad, and then
Okay.
when you're being like speaking to him, I like as you're speaking to him, he seems a bit more lucid, but he's having like a couple of conversations with Ramallah.
It's all gonna be alright, isn't it, Dad?
Tony, do you like your new character or Shafrat better?
I haven't had the chance to fully unleash my new character yet. So
Yeah, we've not had combat yet, so it'd be hard to tell, I think.
Oh, don't worry, you will get combat soon enough.
you've
I
been
see.
saying that for months.
I know, but you guys didn't like the last combat, so I really don't think you'll like the next one.
So just to pick up from where we were, seeing what that's done, Abby's now going to try the first level spell, which previously was Chaos Bolt.
Okay. Roll me another Constitution saving throw, please.
No problemo.
I mean, it could be worse combat. You could be like throwing a couple mind flayers at you, us.
That was fine.
That was fine. We all loved it.
Some fucking idiot got extremely lucky because he decided to go right in the middle of all the fucking bad guys.
Well, see,
Got very
Giles,
lucky.
as you could probably tell, Giles has a lot of hang-ups about his family and is stupidly keen to try and, show them that he's not shit. And in doing so, made
I'm
himself...
doing the dumbest thing possible.
Yeah, but that's what people do. They do dumb shit when they're trying to not look dumb.
That was a 13 there.
A 13. Right, that's fine. Can I get a d6 at disadvantage then, please?
You can indeed.
A D6 at disadvantage. Oh, you really have to.
I know.
Would be a 2.
Okay.
And can we get death saving rolls for Abby again?
So,
At
mark
disadvantage.
another two off then, please.
Okie dokie.
So as you try and fly out a death bolt, you feel that burning sensation again, and as you look over, you see the mark slowly expanding yet again. More of the skin now looks scale-like, and it looks to be dead. It like dying off a little bit and crusting.
Okay.
Uh,
At which point Abby is going to be a little bit freaked out, and they are going to then sort of recover it with the bangle and just go out and try and find out other people and shop and whatnot.
Okie doke. So you're going to have a little bit of a mental breakdown, but cover it up with shopping.
Basically, retail therapy, yes.
That's good to hear. So, as you're all out, Stormcrow. So, what is it you're looking for information? You said, yeah.
Well, I mean, that was going to be the plan, but obviously, if we're not going to find out much about what's happened here, it's more me and Nox just having a catch up because we really haven't had a chance to have a chat or a talk since I got my head carved open.
Yeah, as you're sort of in the bar together, sharing a drink, she doesn't really go for anything strong. Sort of like keeps herself to like.
Oh, I'm not either. I'm just sort of like sipping a beer gently and just sort of more keeping an eye out around the there to see if I can catch up any gossip or anything like that.
Yeah, well, she's keeping more to like fruit juices and things like that. Nothing nothing alcoholic. It seems she's still a little bit taken aback by everything, especially like the size of this city and having been in the carriage for a while and on the sea, and the last few excursions out and whatnot. But can I get a little perception check from you?
You can indeed. And that would be a 13.
As you're sort of trying to keep your eyes and ears open, you're searching all over the place. You can't help but notice the little looks from Nox. She's just like catching the look of your head every now and again. But then, as soon as she sees you're turning around, she looks away, trying to be as nonchalant as possible about it.
I just sort of look at her and smile and go, "Go on. I know you want to ask."
How does it feel?
I just sort of smile at her and go, "Honestly, bloody painful."
I'm so sorry.
Well, and I just shrug and look at her and go, "Well, it's not like it's your fault. I mean, at the end of the day, I think we all got a bit stuck with Killian and the way he caught us with the letters from our family and everything. And I just sort of look down and mutter and go, I can't believe I was stupid enough to fall for that."
But he caught us both. This was sent to the two of us. Like, how did we not think to look at that? Like, I just don't understand. Like, that was perfectly in my mother's handwriting as well. Like, and how would she know where? They're smart. They're too smart.
I know, and I sort of frown and go, "Yeah, and they know too much about us. It's concerning me how they know so much about us, and it doesn't make any sense how could they track us? I mean, I don't know if there was something on the letters. I don't know if there's something else. I don't know what's gone on really. Okay, but they seem to be able to track us wherever we go." And I sort of put my hand up to my head and sort of gently rub the scar and go, "Well, we know they can do it now, apart from when we're here, but it just before that they always seem to know where we are. And I just don't understand it."
I don't have much experience as an adventurer, but I do know that, like, especially in Avalon, you would know this as well. Like, people within the Silent Network, I know that they have special, like, envelopes that can disappear and reappear to people. Like, I know that has some sort of like tracking magic on it. Like, could the same sort of thing have been put on the letters?
You're not there.
And I sort of sitting there and I'm thinking about it and going, well, that's the only possible explanation I can think, because how else would he have been able to track us? I mean, I mean, that's got to be it. I mean, obviously now, he knows who we are. And I sort of look at her and pause and go, to be honest with you, I'm wondering how long I want to stay with the party here, because obviously the longer I'm with everyone, the more they know what's happening and the more he can keep track of us once we leave here. And it's just, I don't know. I mean, it's so strange the way he knows everything that's going on with us, and how he knows everything about our families, and it makes me wonder how far up the reach he's got with Avalon.
Darren,
Oh.
you're so sneaky, by the way.
No, I'm just using. I'm not saying Neva. I'm using that's the sort of magic that is possible. That's
Yeah.
all. That is all.
That's
Nox
all.
just sort of starts taking a drink and just. Well, we know he has something to do with the Mylils, and they're always trying to gain rank within the Magisterium.
And I just sort of look down the floor and go, yeah, don't I know it? They've never been a family that you could trust.
They must have access. Maybe the Mylils gave them access to the network.
I mean, I sort of look at her and go, I mean, we all know the Milos are pretty devious, but you really think they'd want to betray Avalon just for more power?
Maybe. Like, what? Imagine being part of the High Magisterium or leading it. Like, you think we've been brought up in Avalon. We know its reach, its power, its economic value. We've been taught this sort of thing growing up. Like, don't you think they would do something like this? Just to be the heads of this?
And I look and go, but knowing full well what Killian is like and the chance that he's going to betray her at any point there, do they really think that they can control him? And I sort of look at her and go, of course they do. They're the Milos. They're stupid enough and arrogant enough to think they can control everything.
True. They need to be stopped. Like,
I sort of nod to her and go, I 100% agree, but I mean, we need to get back to Avalon, but at the same time, the risk there, if Killian knows where we are, I'm also going to be putting our families in danger. And do I really want to do that? We don't know how much power that they've got there.
did he say anything about our families?
I shake my head and go, no, he's not mentioned them, but he must know who our families are. He must know about. He knows about us. He's after us for a reason. He was after us for a reason on that boat. Is it control? Is it what? I don't understand what his ulterior motive is here.
Maybe it was gold to start with, but did you not mention a name to him? They seem to have been really nice gentlemen up until that point.
And I sort of sigh and go, yeah. In hindsight, that was a mistake mentioning his. And I do the sort of air quotes thing. Brother, his brother, and I sort of go to say the name, but I realise that I don't know what it might trigger with my head, so I just sort of like stop myself and go, I don't really want to say his name just in case anything happens with the scar.
And he said that he could find you from the scar.
Yeah, I think it's I can't remember what it is. I think it's castigation or something like that is the spell.
Market castigation, yeah.
Have you
Yeah, I'm
asked
just
it?
sort of like trying to remember it because obviously I know I would have heard it mentioned, but I don't actually know what this is, like not being a sorcerer or anything. So I'm just sort of like
I'm with you. Sorry.
castigation, I think it is.
Plus, you would have been half dead as well at that point as well.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Getting that
screaming in
branded
pain as
into your
having
head.
I'm screaming in pain as I'm having a horn dug into my skull and carving a sort of huge scar into it.
It might be worth asking a holy person, see if they can do anything about it. Blood magic is really something difficult, but maybe they know something how to help your scars.
Look and go, it's worth it. I mean, it's worth a try if we can get anything at all there, to try and get a sort of idea, and I don't know if there's someone here who can do anything about it. Mouse tried, but no joy. I mean, I don't know if there's someone here, okay, who's got the power to be able to sort of put a block on it or something like that. We can give it a try.
All we can do is ask. If somebody can't do it, then they can't do it. But we can only ask the question, can't we? And she gives you just like this little smile, like trying to be chipper about it, but she's still sort of staring at the scar.
Yeah, and I sort of look at her and go, well, you know what? I think it's something that we've got to give a try to, because God knows I don't want to walk around the. If I might be stuck with this scar, that's fine. But last thing I want to do is put all of you guys at risk.
Well, we can figure something out. This seems to be, from what we've heard from people, a nice, safe place. Like, maybe we can trust it. Maybe it's
I
safe
sort of
enough.
look at her and go, yeah, it seems safe, but I don't know. It just seems too safe. Everything seems too perfect, too clean.
It reminds me of home in certain ways, but maybe that's a bad thing. That nostalgia's just hitting me with.
I sort of reach out and just squeeze her hand gently, in that sort of supporting way, and just go, okay, come on. And just look at her, hey, come on. We will get home eventually, and we will get this all sorted. We've just got to figure out how we're going to get this done and how we're going to make sure that everyone is safe when we do.
I trust you. You'll make the right choice.
I sort of mutter under my breath and go, first time in a sod in a while I've done that one.
He just smiles and laughs. Hey, maybe you'll go off and destroy the Mylils and take over take Avalon back for all, and it will be an epic tale that I will write into song for you. And she just starts laughing and slapping her knee a little bit and just joking.
Yeah. I sort of laugh and go, would you really want to give me that much power?
No, you just stop them from doing it and you give it to somebody else. Somebody that's trustworthy. I wouldn't expect you to do it. Have you seen your pals?
And I sort of look at her, but sort of in mock shock as and say, how dare you accuse my friends of anything? These people are the salt of the earth. I sort of pause and go, well, I don't know about the salt, but they're okay. And I suppose some of them could be vaguely trained to act responsibly in polite company.
And then Romvic walks in. Help! I've shot myself.
Also, it's Vikram, not Romvic.
Yeah, that's it. Vikram.
Well, maybe
Romvic.
it's acting.
So.
Well, they wouldn't be surprised if you'd shit yourself if you were drunk.
Yeah. So.
Well, Romala is not drunk.
He's staying sober nowadays, apparently.
Also, it's water in his flask that he's been sipping from all day.
And it didn't spew.
Gonna ask. I wanted to ask, but you were mid like speech and stuff.
Did you roll it? Did you?
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
I saw him do it.
And I got a 4. I got water. That's why I've been making a point of saying he's been sipping from his flask.
So you've been depressed all day.
Yeah, exactly.
So.
This is great.
As the sun starts going down, you guys all start to finish up what you're doing your bits of shopping and trying to get your information and whatnot. You meet back up and start to rest and whatnot. The next day, you all get up and you hear
Can I
somebody.
do one thing before we go to sleep?
Yeah, of course.
So with the charms and all that she got during the day, she just wants to sit on top of her bed and kind of meditate with them, and she has them all in her hand, and basically.
What was that?
Just saying, goddamn hippie meditating.
Oh,
Goddamn hippies.
she's just holding them in her hand, and literally, she's not a holy person, so she's like, I don't know how this works. So she's holding them all in her hand, and it's just like, please help us in the fight ahead. We're gonna need all the support we can get with demons and gods and forgotten gods, etc. Please help.
Can I get a religion check from you, please, Neva?
Oh. Can I guide myself?
I'll let you do it.
I did hear that, Sean.
Fuck you.
I did hear that.
Guidance, go on, do it.
Who
Do
was
it.
the roll though?
What did you get?
22.
Ooh.
I rolled a 19.
Nice.
Nice.
Plus 3.
As you're holding all the pendants and that up that you can, you feel a small sort of presence sort of coming up your arm and sort of feeling it on your hand. What would you say Neva does in this situation, knowing that she's in a room by herself and she feels somebody sort of putting their hand on her hand?
She kind of goes like deathly still and like peeks one eye open.
As you open your eyes, there's nothing in the room, and the feeling, as soon as you sort of open up, dissipates from your hand. But as you're there, all but one pendant has sort of slipped through your hands, and you're holding one now. Now, I will let you decide which one that is, and you can message me what one you want to go for,
Ooh, okay.
and we can
that's fun.
and we can deal with that for next session.
Oh, that's
on that
fun.
side.
Okay. Yes, that's cool. Then she goes to sleep.
Okay. So, everybody goes for a sleep. As you're waking up, you're feeling a sort of bashing on the doors. Right, everybody, come on, wake up. I've got some news for you all. Come on.
This is it. This is in the palace, yeah?
This is in the palace, yeah.
Cool.
Palace sleeping. Wherever you guys are, whatever rooms that you're in. It's Dane Starfell. He's battering on all your back doors and whatnot.
Hey.
Wouldn't mind if I do.
You kinky bitch.
Back off, bitch! No, I'm not joking.
This one's mine.
Ramala's in mourning.
I'm imagining
Not
Ramala
for-
and Neva probably slept together, but in like a gay best friend way.
Yeah,
Yeah.
probably, to be honest.
Yeah.
Yeah. He batters on all your doors and right. I've been told to come and get yous all. Your boy and Lord Telep and Mags seems to have sorted something out for your boy here. So everybody want to
Ooh.
come downstairs?
I'm just gonna put it in my notes as the Forge trio.
So you all get up, go down
Yeah.
to downstairs into the main palace hall, and why didn't I change over at the same time? And you see King Turkano sitting on his throne, Telep, Mehron, and Mags all standing there chatting to him about something as you all come to the front. Ah, it's the man of the hour. How are you?
Ramala kind of looks around. Oh, me? Oh, hello.
Yeah, of course
I'm
it's
alright.
you.
I'm a bit apprehensive, I'm not gonna lie. But I'm alright.
Okay, cool.
How are you?
I'm very well, thank you. Can we just get on with this? Like, I've got things to do today. So, your friend here, or your two friends here, came up with an idea, and it involves Stellarite, and it's pretty cool. I'm not gonna lie. I'll leave it off to him here, and he points the mayor on. Ramallah, I guess you haven't noticed it yet, but you don't have something you had a few days ago.
Oh, well, I've not really drank in the past week or so, so yeah.
Yes, I don't mean your arm, and I don't mean drinking. I don't mean sobriety. I noticed something in the fight between you and Killian and Alala. So while you were sitting there, or lying there, sorry, with no arm and bleeding out, I stole something from you.
Oh.
I stole your ring that I made for you.
Giggity.
And no, that. So as you sort of like put your hand out, and you see you didn't have a ring anymore.
Oh. I didn't even notice. I forgot. I'm sorry, Mayron. I didn't. A lot had happened.
So, me, Mags, and Lord Telep here, we've been altering that ring, and I've got to have a shot on that Astral Forge, and it is fucking amazing. So, what was your ring before is now this, and he pulls out an armband for you, and it looks to be the same as yours, but it seems to be altered quite a bit. I'll send that
That's
in.
some sort of joke. I've not got a fucking arm.
Don't worry.
Whoa.
Now, if you would allow me, and he walks over, and could you put out your arm for me, please?
Which one?
Oh, the stump.
Ah, he holds the grotesque stump towards him.
Oh. Now, show me your arm. Put your penis away. I mean, what?
Come on!
Sorry, it was there for the taking, and he takes this.
Same as your penis.
Yeah, he takes this large ring and sticks your stump in it, and you feel a weird sensation running, like up your arm, and a burning sensation below the stump. Can I get just a wee?
Not the first time that Marla's had that either.
Yeah, it's not. Can I get a wee Arcana check, please?
Oh, I've had a burning stump a few times. Passion fire.
Fishing razor
Did
blade.
you say?
Arcana.
16.
Nice.
You feel a surge of magical energy that you've not felt for the last week or so burn up and into your chest and into your head, and you feel this pulse in your head. It's like the sound, it's like the note, except it fades in and out. And as you look down, you see from the ring has grown a new arm.
Go gadget arm. Sorry.
Oh my god!
Made from stellarite, pulsing with weird energy, and as you see on the wrist, the fragments of the crystal that was embedded in your hand for so long now worked into the metal and into the fake sort of skin.
Mira, this is amazing.
Try using some magic.
I will. I cast fireball. No, I'm only joking. Let's see. What's a good spell that I can do? I kind of want to do something fun, but I don't have much fun. Okay, I'll just do like I'll just do a minor illusion of a ship sailing through the sea.
As you do, you see this amazing quality magic coming up. Your magic before was like HD. This is like 8K now. This is like, you can see every part of this ship pulsating from this arm.
You see, Ramal actually has tears in his eyes. He's like, "You gave me my arm, and you've given me back magic. Thank you."
Thank Lord Tillip for that. And Mags.
Thank you, all of you. And there's a weird pulsing in my head, but it's not like the note anymore.
Yeah, it sounds similar to the note, but it's not as hard as the note was.
And it's
ju-
like much easier to cope with.
Yeah, you could feel that there's something there, and you're just assuming that it's from the crystals. The shards of the crystal. And getting used to this now new fucking arm.
Yeah, you see he like flexes his wrist and moves it round, and he's just like, I don't know what to say. This is incredible.
Like, there was a photo that came up, but it doesn't do anything justice. I tried blending, but it's not any good, but I've just sent it in. You see,
that's so cool.
everybody
That's
sort
cool,
of...
though.
You see everybody sort of gasping like, "Oh my god!" And Lord Tellip just, yeah, it's nice, it's good magic, it's good construction. Still looking into that whole Stellarite thing, what it's to do with your sound, and what when I get a little bit more information, see how you cope with the arm, then I can converse with other people about it.
Thank you.
Not a problem. I've got things to do. I'm away now. Goodbye, everyone. And you just see him sort of start going back up to the forge. As he sort of wanders off, you just hear the front doors of the palace swing open, and you just hear rampant footsteps running up. My king! My king! There's been something's happened in one of the mines. Oh, calm down. What? There's been an attack. Something came out of the mines. The people are dead. Okay.
Can Ramallah at this point, with his new hand, just like summon, like in the picture, a ball of blue energy, and stare into it and just say, "Arashtra, assemble!"
Give me a persuasion check, please. Or a performance check.
At disadvantage, please.
Persuasion or performance.
I'll take that 19 persuasion.
How does everybody react to it?
Shakes her head like,
Oh.
fuck's sake.
Come on, that was cool.
But basically, this the entire reaction of the group is everyone just going, "For fuck's sake."
Oh, guys, I've been waiting to use that for ages. I do turn to the king though and say, "Your Highness, please allow us to help with this."
He stares at you all and goes, "Well, there's no time like the present to try things out.
Fuck yes.
Grab your crew, and I'll allow you all to go. He'll show you the way."
I was going to say, Ramal immediately makes his way towards the door and then stops and is like, "Hey, where is it?"
Stormcrow just puts his head in his hands again, like he does all the time, and just goes, "Are we really trusting him with making decisions?"
Want to call himself Stellarite Man.
That's shit, but I'll think of something better.
Yeah, and I just look at Neva and go, "Well, that's never gonna catch on. What a ridiculous name."
Well, Stellarite is the star metal, I'm gonna call myself Star Lord.
No.
Oh, no.
And I
And
just look at Neva and go, I take it back. It's actually managed to get worse.
and from that, everything that Romala does from now on is at disadvantage.
Worth
Yay!
it. Worth it. As long as everyone calls me Star Lord, I will take this.
Absolutely refusing to do that.
Every time you say, "Oh, Ramala," he's gonna just ignore you until you call him Star Lord.
So basically, win-win. Okay, I'm
I'm
not
only
got a problem with this.
So, as you guys leave and make your way to the cave, I was hoping to have got here a bit earlier, but it didn't work out that way. I apologise. But next
No,
session,
it's fine.
guys, is a full combat session.
Hey!
You find
Which
yourselves...
Stormcrow's going to do absolutely fuck all with because he's useless in combat.
No, he's not.
Allegedly.
Stormcrow's good in combat.
If you prepare spells, then you'll be decent.
Yeah.
This
Yeah,
is prophecy. I'm not used to having spells, so I'm shit with it.
Yeah, if you need to remember to manage your spells and all that as well. I'll allow
I'll drop you a
everybody
message
that...
before next week to go through things because I'm just rubbish at getting these things done.
Yeah, that's no problem at all, mate. You know where I am. But you find yourselves...
Absolutely.
You find yourselves outside of a from the looks of it, a newly opened mine within the last few months, surrounded by bodies of guards and miners dead. Your guide comes to you all and says, "The creatures, from what the survivors told us, they opened up a new passage. Something was there. They awoke something, and they came from the waters. I can't be around this." And it's like he's way to start being sick and sort of runs
So-
back down the path.
Proper poke.
Sorry, Doug.
So trying to hold in
Yeah, okay,
the urge to follow suit and throw up. Can I see what sort of creature made these marks?
Ooh.
Give me a nature check.
I would say take an advantage because I imagine Abby would help. If
Yeah,
that's
I'll
alright
go
with
for
the
that.
DM.
Yeah, go for that.
11.
The only thing you can ascertain from it is there seems to be advantage. Yeah,
Yeah, that was with
was
advantage.
it? Was it?
Oh shit.
There seems to be weapon marks on the creature, on the dead, but also some claw marks as well.
Oh.
As you all
Stormcrow just did one as well because I was going to say I was going to do one as well just to have a look, just in case there's anything I know, being a bit well read. And 22.
Yeah. From what he has told you from the waters, and then what Takura has now relayed back to you, something from old stories you've been told as a drow elf, where your families would have spent time in the Underdark. That sounds a lot to you like a creature known as a Sahagwin.
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 Oh, Tony knows what those are. Takuda doesn't.
Same here.
Known for living in dark, infested waters. Think mermaids and sea elves and anything like that, but a bit more corrupted, a bit more evil.
So demon mermaids.
essentially.
Great.
If Stormcrow says that, then Neva will ritually cast underwater breathing on us.
Oh yes,
Oh, nice one.
Queen.
If I
Yes,
can,
Queen.
before next session.
Yeah, that's fine. Tokuda, can I get a dexterity save, please?
Oh shit.
Is it some? Okay. Why? I'm gonna message you something quickly.
So after this, Donna, you want a pumping?
Wow.
I would say that you weren't looking at the time. You were still sort of relaying information
Okay.
while looking over the body.
That's a 22.
A 22. Something in the air gets you. Something around sort of doesn't feel right. Everything seems a little bit too quiet, a little bit too still. In your head, you're in whispers now. In your head, you just hear, "Watch your surroundings, boy. They come."
Whisper.
And as you get that feeling,
Everyone on guard now.
you turn and you see a weapon flying through the sky, and just misses where you literally hits where you were bending down. As you sort of jumped up, it's just caused right in. As you turn to see where the weapon came from, you see one solitary Sahagwin peeking out of the darkness. Us. And as it calls out to its others,
Boy.
peering out of the darkness, that's where we're going to end it this evening.
May I ask, the language it speaks, it doesn't happen to speak deep speech, does it?
Languages? No, it doesn't.
Ah, okay, never mind.
It has its own language.
Oh,
Ah.
niche as fuck.
Yes.
Oh, this is interesting.
Although-
Oh, Romala's got a cool new arm.
And Takuda dodged a fucking weapon like a ninja.
I know.
Yeah, I'm intrigued to see what Takuda can do. I'm thinking monk.
Yeah, I get that feeling.
Don't tell us, but I'm thinking monk.
Been getting monkey vibes.